don't agree with something that someone says, and internally we may be giving them the side eye, but let's make sure that we keep our poker face on, okay? In business, it's about keep maintaining control of who you are and kind of holding some cards, right? So we don't want to just put it all out there on the table. We don't want, if we have an attitude internally, which we need to kind of think about and work through that, we don't want to display that externally because that can cost you a major opportunity. So we have the facial expressions, and then you have body language. So if I came and I spoke with you today, like I am, however, I walked in like this and said, hi, my name's Naretha, and I do etiquette. I mean, y'all got some questions? Does that present the image that I may want to present to you? No. The lady on the left, she looks like she lost her keys yesterday, right? She probably deleted a really important file for the company and cost them a lot of money. Whereas the lady on the right, well, you're left. You assume that she's confident, she's competent, and you want to give her an opportunity. You want to see what more she has to offer, right? Yes. I want to hear from you. Yes? Yes. All right. Back to these handshakes. We keep hearing about handshakes. They must be important, right?
Very true.
Yes? Okay. So, let's talk about the anatomy of a proper handshake. First of all, sorry lefties, it's always the right hand. We always shake hands with our right hand. Then also, we want to make sure we have a firm grip. We talked about that, but there are a couple other handshakes, a couple of grips that we want to avoid. We talk about the firm, but let's talk about the not so firm. What people call like the dead fish, the limp noodle, where people, you just like have no control of your hand. We've seen that, right?
Yes.
That's not good. Then, ladies, we are all queens. We are royalty. Yes, we are. However, we do not present our hands with this like this. And then force them to shake our hands like this. I've seen it. You've seen it? Does that say power? Does that say professionalism?
No.
Not as much. Then you got the bone crusher. Somebody that's coming in and they're trying to dominate the situation, show you who they are, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's not productive. Why? Because first of all, it hurts. It really hurts. And as we heard before, the handshake is it should be, the only physical contact that you have in business, right? That hand to hand. So with that said, if you're doing it right, if you are shaking the hand firm and you have eye contact, the last thing that you want is for people to have that feeling of pain, that memory of pain when they think about you, right? That's your only physical contact. That's not the impression you want to leave, right? Okay? And then we will talk about dry palms. We might be nervous. It could be like a high pressure situation, and some people have like a clinical situation where you have like sweaty palms. Let's try to control that as much as we possibly can. I've seen people just slide their hand in their pocket first, for a little bit to kind of absorb some of the moisture, and then extend your hand. The other thing you don't want is to shake someone's hand and they have their memory of whatever on their hand because they have to take it back with them. You transfer it. That's not cool either, okay? So let's try to make sure we have a dry hand and 1 to 3 shakes from the elbow, all right? And you'll know when it's time to let it go, Okay, so I have not had a whole lot of conversation, so I would like 1 volunteer, please. Come on. Thank you. What's your name? Tiffany. Let's get Tiffany a hand. Tiffany, let's come here so we can all see. Thank you, Tiffany. All right, so let's exhibit a good handshake, a great handshake. So we are going to, and it's okay for you to extend your hand first, because it said that the person that extends their hand first is the one that's in control of the conversation. Okay? All right? So you walk toward them, extend your hand, firm grip. If you notice, we are connected web to web. So the web of her hand is connected to the web of my hand. All right? That's very important. Also, palm to palm is important. A handshake is not complete unless the palms have touched. So web to web, palm to palm. Very good. And so we're shaking at the elbow. Can everybody see? We're shaking at the elbow. Now let's kind of do it more organically so it feels right. So walk up. Pleasure meeting you. Excellent. And you see how we just did 2 or 3 and it was comfortable. You also have people who feel like they need to shake your hand during the whole conversation. Hi, how are you? My name is Naretha. How you been? Weather's great. That's awkward. Okay, so avoid being that person that shakes the hand too long. 1 to 3 is fine. And then again, one more thing, that eye contact. She was doing excellently. Eye contact. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Very good. Give her hand. Very good. Does anybody have questions about